What's going on in terms of online video, either through pre-roll or this branded programming that you guys do? Give us a little update.
Well, it's pretty clear that we're figuring out how to scale video, we're figuring out how to drive reach, we're figuring out how to get efficient. That's stealing television dollars, and that's a good thing. And part of what we're doing is, now that we're stealing those dollars, we're using them to intelligently experiment and track. And by that we mean get involved in original content creation and in other highly engaging content partnerships and measure them. So where we might be able to build a web series like Jen and Barb Mom Life, what we want to understand is can two intelligent, award-winning hosts also build a community, and if so, how can we value that community? How can we value the engagement and put a price on it all the way through the purchase funnel?
When an advertiser says, we'd like to embrace new media, we'd like to have a smart digital strategy, how do you begin the conversation?
Well, the thing is, our clients are already beginning in the conversation, right? And so you have chief marketing officers and everybody who is engaged in this space now turning the conversation on its head. And I think one of the big pieces of that is, traditionally, if you had an organizing idea and you wanted to distribute that idea, activate that idea, you would start with the notion of what your budget was and what the paid media solution would be. And then you might go to a PR agency and try to activate it and ignite it through some sort of buzz solution, and that would be your earned distribution piece. And now I think what we're finding is, as social has developed, as the power of the consumer has really started to reframe the way brands think about their business, that equation is inverted. So now what we're charged with is architecting a social and earned distribution strategy first. And once you start to challenge yourself to figure that out and design content to deliver on the earned distribution, and then later spend to ignite it with paid media, it becomes a whole different challenge. So I think that in and of itself is, the single largest important shift in the last 12 months.
How do you create a successful strategy for content to be consumed, using these new distribution avenues?
Well, first of all, I think you have to look at it in terms of an ecosystem. It's a term that we like to use a lot because there is no one right solution. There is no single portal. There is no single partner that can deliver against your audience. Your audience is going to be fragmented. It's going to be segmented in ways that you're not accustomed to measuring. So in order to get there, what we like to think about is, what is the distribution ecosystem? What is the ebb and flow of the conversation that you're building, and how do we extend it, and how do we keep it rolling? And so some of that involves paid relationships, some of that involves earned relationships, but at the very beginning there has to be a vision towards that ecosystem that makes sense for that audience, that brand, that objective.
Very good. Well, thanks for your time, John. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Andy.